play this because we're actually this is our eight freshmen, four sophomores, eight juniors. But the funny thing was, like 3 minutes in, I'm only down to water. That heat, you have to play player. Yes, but they put literally out there. Walk through.
Is it level?
They aren't.
You did it! Good evening, this is Michael Sussman joining you from South Charleston High School, where the Black Eagles will take on the Spring Valley Timberwolves. Today's soccer match is presented by Peyton Law, what a law firm should be. Got a nice overcast day, comfortable temperatures as Spring Valley and South Charleston both huddle up and get ready to go to battle. SC, the home team, coming in at 1-2 last time out, lost to Hurricane 6-0 on Tuesday. As for Spring Valley, the Timberwolves are 1-1 and come in on the heels of a 0-0 draw versus Cabell Midland. That game took place on Tuesday as well, so these squads looking to pick up a little bit of momentum early in the year, and today a good opportunity to do so, as we'll give you the starters beginning with South Charleston. Nicholas Devine starts in goal. Cam Twyman in the lineup, as is number 3, Andrew Workman. Number 4, Caden Holmes. Number 5, Braxton Burke. Number 8, Isaiah Scott. Number 13, Cameron Williamson. Jaden Bumpus will wear number 14. He'll start as well, as does Ashton Hughes, Kamani White, and Elijah Taylor. Those are your starters for the Black Eagles. For the road team, Spring Valley, Lyle Chafin, a senior, number 32 in the lineup, as is Jonathan Jude, number 26. Reagan Perry, a senior, wears number 13. Number 11, Levi Yeoman starts. Number 14, Reese Davis. Number 21, Philip Jensen. Number 5, Will McFan. Number 1, Oscar Rojas. Number 7, Isaac Bays. And number 29, Devin Celebi. And Spring Valley is coached by Chris Raley, and South Charleston is led by head coach Keith Bowles. HD Media is live streaming 16 soccer matches this year, thanks in large part to our title sponsor, Peyton Law. For a complete schedule, be sure to follow us on our HD Media Game Day Facebook or Instagram pages. Our next game is next Tuesday at George Washington, as the Patriot girls will take on Nitro. You can watch all of the action for free by going to hdmediagameday.com. The captains will shake hands at midfield. Couple of players to watch for today for South Charleston. Braxton Burke, the senior midfielder, has been the leader, and last season had 14 goals, 8 assists. A strong physical player. He's got a great right boot, plays often in that central defensive mid type of spot, but look for him to get forward and attack as well. And for Spring Valley this season, it's Philip Jensen, who's got 4 goals, the junior. Look for him to be active on the ball. As again, we remind you, today's soccer match is presented by Peyton Law. A little bit later on, as we get past the 7 o'clock hour on HD Media Game Day, the GW football team is actually taking on Spring Valley over on the hill. So double duty on our network tonight, as just about ready here. A couple other players to watch for out there for Spring Valley as we continue to go through things. William McFan last year had 3 goals, 5 assists. He'll wear number 5. He's a junior. Also for South Charleston, watch out for Jaden Bumpus at the forward spot, an athletic player. It's got good speed and skill. Now is a great time to pick up a digital subscription to the Gazette Mail. For just $1, you will get 6 months of access to web stories, the e-edition of the Gazette Mail, plus tons of exclusive feature stories, podcasts, and other shows, and of course, expanded coverage of all of our live streams. It's just $1 for half the year. Captains will shake hands as we hit 6 o'clock here at South Charleston. Had the football team practicing just beforehand. They're going to kick things off at Ripley tomorrow. I always feel like this is kind of the best time of year for school. You've got all the excitement of fall sports seasons and just a buzz on campuses throughout the state. Talked to Coach Chris Raley of Spring Valley ahead of the action. He's a former player for the Timberwolves himself, graduated in 2013. He's joined over there by Kaylee Raley, as well as Jamie Elkins and manager Maverick Raley. And for South Charleston, joining Keith Bowles is Reynold Doma Kapoor and Andre Williamson. Here comes the Timberwolves. Captain's band on the shoulder of Levi Yeoman. as he'll get warmed up on the right side of the midfield. Out comes SC Braxton Burke wearing the band. South Charleston looking to improve on a winning campaign last year. They went 10-9-2. Spring Valley last season 7-10-2. Got a 3 official crew as they put the ball down in the center of the circle. Got no public address or announcements today. I think the staff was spread a little bit thin. That's why you're not seeing any introductions. So in the middle here for South Charleston, number 4, Caden Holmes, goes to the right side at forward. And in the center is number 8, Isaiah Scott. In goal today, got Nicholas Devine, a sophomore for South Charleston. And in goal for Spring Valley is Lyle Chafin, a senior wearing number 32. Get the clock situated. It's at all 40s, and we're ready to roll. It's back to Braxton Burke. Sends it forward towards Holmes, who brings it down. Holmes knocks it back to Scott. Scott surveys, has his pass intercepted, and gets it right back. Scott tangled up in the center. Here's Holmes, another touch. And a whistle. It'll be a free kick for Spring Valley. They go quickly as McFan takes it. And a good ball. Here's Jensen attacking, lays it off into the box. And a shot saved by Devine. As Reagan Perry got a foot to it. Gave it a go with the left. As Devine will punt. Header from Kamani White. Here's Yemen, or Yeoman, I should say. Nice ball played down the left. Celebi crosses, and it's headed away. Holmes up the right flank. Tried to play a through ball to Scott. And Bays will kick it out for a South Charleston throw. Two minutes gone. Long throw. Takes South Charleston into the right corner, and then it's headed out of bounds. Pressure coming from William McFan. Both teams just feeling each other out. Spring Valley with the most threatening chance so far as that's played back into the Spring Valley third. Holmes hesitates as it trickles into the center of the pitch. And Jude will chip it ahead. Jensen lays it off. Perry. Regan Perry the shot. And it's saved by Devine. Dangerous in the back here for South Charleston as they'll lose it. As Devine will call out me and picks it up. He throws it off the right. Strong trap from Holmes, lays it backwards. Ran into the back of a Spring Valley player out of bounds as Workman will throw it in. Volley played high. Isaiah Scott competing for it. It's headed. And Burke. Good defending, strong body positioning there from Aiden Smith. A whistle stops things. Free kick, Spring Valley. They want to take it quickly. And the official will stop things, try to go a little too quick. So William McFan will put the ball down. And Spring Valley sends 4 guys forward, straight across in the top of the box. And he'll just rip it too far right as it bounces out. That'll get on the nerves of Coach Chris Raley. You just want to give your team a chance with the service. As Bumpus took the goal kick. Good defending, Andrew Workman. And Workman will carry it up the pitch. Tapped out by McFan of Spring Valley. Here come the Wolves. And Burke. Out for the Spring Valley throw. And Perry. Bumpus stepped in front. As Yeoman will find an option. And Jude will send it right to the keeper, Devine. Long punt. It'll bounce right as it goes into the Timberwolves bench. Spring Valley with a couple shots on goal so far. South Charleston has played a lot of long balls. Still searching for their first chance. In for South Charleston at the right back spot over there. Right center back spot is number 17, Ashton Hughes, getting involved. And Yeoman will carry past midfield with Burke behind him. Taps it through. And played into the bench. Another big high school football season is upon us, and HD Media is live streaming more than 30 games this fall. Next week, we'll be up on the hill at George Washington as the Patriots battle the Hurricane Redskins. You can watch all of the action live for free by going to hdmediagameday.com. And Yeoman will tap it towards the sideline. I think Spring Valley wanted to play it all the way back, and then SC closed the space. Now they'll go forward with McFan until Burke tackles. Up the right flank, Holmes. And White. 1-2 with Burke. Kamani White trying to keep it in. Could not get to the cross. It was too far towards the goal line. Ran out of real estate. We've got a substitution here. South Charleston makes it. Number 23, Elijah Taylor, will exit. And Zaki Diedrich will come in. Burke heads. And it's a good one. That's the job of a center mid, to win those balls out of the air. Good sequence here for SC. Workman went to the ground, wanted a foul. Out of the back, McFan plays long. Bumpus tries to bring it down. Goes to the turf, no call. Here's Rojas. Defended by White. Oscar Rojas lays it off. South Charleston graduated KJ Chadband, their all-state defender from last season. It was all over the place, really fast, physical player. Made the first team all-state list. Workman behind the forwards. Busy week for local soccer. GW knocked off Riverside 6-0 on the road Tuesday. We were going to get to see the Patriot boys. They were set to take on Nitro next Tuesday. It was going to be a doubleheader with the girls, but that got changed. So now we just bring you GW girls against Nitro on Tuesday. But we'll be able to get Coach Ingles' squad on the schedule later this year. Pretty excited to see what George Washington has. It's to Jonathan Jude. Plenty of space. Likes to go with the long ball. Bumpus off the shoulder. Plays it simple on the ground. Yeoman. Jude right back to him. Got plenty of space on the other side of the field. And Spring Valley plays it into the middle, then it rolls towards the sideline. Jessen, one touch, and Jensen gets it back. In good positioning, able to hold off the run and clear it. Cameron Williamson, the junior. Williamson listed as a defender, midfielder, and forward. So I guess a versatile guy. Look for Coach Keith Bowles to make some adjustments as the game goes on. Chance perhaps. And Jude. Just over 11 minutes gone as Davis will kick it out towards the flank. Jude with a head up, plays it into the box, a header. Karam's around, and the shot, goal! Levi Yeoman. Off the deflection. Able to find the back of the net. And Spring Valley up 1-0. First Yeoman goal of the season. He had one last year. And puts it away. Much to the delight of the Spring Valley faithful. They've got a good crowd here taking up the center of the stands. Got double-sided bleachers at SC, as you can see on the camera shot. And Celebi wins the throw. Here's Davis in the middle of the pitch, rolls it ahead, and the flag came up. Spring Valley just offside. The referee points to the spot. Free kick going to be taken by Andrew Workman. As Workman directs traffic and sends it across midfield. One end of the air by Jensen. Isaac Bayes got to it, and then again the whistle sounds. Number 28, Colin Beagle, about to come in for SC. As Smith took it, and they link up a couple of passes. As Burke wins it. SC on the counterattack. Holmes carries himself, goes to turf. They play on, fight for it. He won it back. Hesitation. Takes a ricochet, rolls down the sideline. They'll play it back to Ashton Hughes. Hughes sends it up. It bounced off Burke. Kamani White with the nifty pass outward. It's crossed and headed out by Yeoman. Rather, that was Smith. This is Yeoman with Bumpus defending. Williamson passes towards the sideline. Too far right for Cam Twyman. Another local score this week at Charleston Catholic. Ty Ripley 0-0. On the 23rd, that was Saturday. They play Wheeling Central this weekend in a private school single AA battle. That should be good. As Jonathan Jude will handle the throw. Williamson will head it right back to him. Kind of like one of those pitch-back machines, didn't even have to move. Yeoman one touch. And they'll play it into the box. Header. Right idea. Reagan Perry's been active. He's had a nice match so far. Again, it's won by the Timberwolves. Played for Oscar Rojas. Lovely slide tackle, Jaden Bumpus. And Burke. Forward, Kamani White. White in the lineup card, just a sophomore. South Charleston, pretty upperclassmen team, mostly juniors. Got a couple seniors in Workman and Burke. Isaiah Scott going to get a break. Well done there by Reese Davis. If you're just joining us, Spring Valley with the 1-0 lead thanks to Levi Yeoman. Workman trying to get to it. Here comes Spring Valley on the counter. Rojas goes around his man. And a chance. Devine way off his line. And the gamble pays off. He just got there. Heads up by the sophomore. Looks like he took some contact there just after he cleared it. Was off of Spring Valley throw in. As Bumpus long throw, had pretty impressive distance on it. Off an SC head it goes. Throw in right in front of the Black Eagle bench. So far, Spring Valley's knocked off Riverside 6-1. Played an out-of-state game, lost 2-1 at the hands of Boyd County, a Kentucky opponent. Last time out, 0-0 draw against Cabell Midland. SC so far beat Cabell Midland on the 21st. Lost to Parkersburg 2-0. And a rough match against a really good Hurricane team last time as the through balls to Peary. The chance is off. Lovely ball played ahead there. As Reagan Perry gave it a go, just too close to the keeper. Philip Jensen. And Caden Holmes into the center. Kamani White, one touch, too heavy. And the right idea, wanted to play the 1-2 to Holmes in stride. He's got to play that a little further right and with a little less mustard. Just about halfway gone through the first half as it's tackled by Burke. Burke, hesitation, lays it off. Let's see in the attacking third, Holmes knocks it back. As that leads to a Spring Valley counterattack. Philip Jensen leading it. Looking for Rojas, and again, good goalkeeping from Nicholas Devine. Those types of plays all about instincts and just knowing when to react. If you hesitate on a play like that, you're cooked. But credit Devine for shutting down the angle. As Davis defends and Holmes wins the throw. And McFan will send that over towards the bench, bounces up into the, well off the front part of the stands. Also in big school soccer this week, Huntington lost 4-3 at Parkersburg. That game was Tuesday. They're taking on St. Albans as we speak. Braxton Burke, everybody's set up in the box, expecting this to be a long throw, and it is. That's a missile just too far towards the keeper. He bobbled it. Braxton Burke, shortstop on the baseball team. It's still alive. Williamson trying to maneuver his way in there. Here's Holmes as Jensen was able to pry it from him. Burke chips it ahead. Here's a chance for Williamson. Great ball from Burke. He just overran it a little bit. Ashton Hughes wins it. Kamani White one time. Too far for Workman. Whistle and two substitutions, or rather just one for Spring Valley. Number 6, Declan Grider in. As it's played ahead. Number 19, John Henry Stepp is in for Spring Valley. He's the right back. A senior. And Stepp will get his first touch. It's a solid one. And played towards the far post too long. Right idea from Isaac Bays, the sophomore. Isaac Bays with 1 goal already this season. On the girls' side of this week, Spring Valley knocked off Cabell Midland 2-0. That game was on Tuesday. Had the Spring Valley girls on the circuit last year. I think there was a game played at George Washington. And Kamani White. Bays lays it off Jude. And miscommunicated. It rolled to South Charleston. Holmes overlapping run, a Workman towards the Black Eagles insignia. Rojas making his run. He's on. But Bumpus able to get it to Hughes momentarily. Plays it up to Williamson. Cameron Williamson. Good down the line. McFan on him. Nice tackle. Andrew Workman, heavy first touch. And shipped ahead. Burke just tried to slip it around the keeper with the side of his foot. It rolled to him. Goalkeeper Lyle Chafin hasn't had to do too much so far in the game, as that rolls right back to Lyle. 15 minutes exactly left until the break. Here's Rojas. Lays it off. And the run ahead. Here's Cam Twyman. Plays it down the line to Kamani White. And loses it just over the sideline. This is a great time to pick up a digital subscription to the Gazette Mail. For just $1, you will get 6 months of access to web stories, the e-edition of the Gazette Mail, plus tons of exclusive feature stories, podcasts, and other shows. And, of course, expanded coverage of all of our live stream games, long shot, short hops to Divine. Isaac Bay's header was hit in the back by Caden Holmes. They play on. Collision. Again, we keep going. Cam Twyman slicing and dicing towards the middle. Well-weighted pass on the ground. Workman crashing into the box. Good positioning. Again, Will McFan, he's been excellent in the back. Reese Davis. And Burke steals it. Slide tackle. He got ball, Davis did. That's a risky play if you mistime it. You endure the threat of the yellow or red card if it's a slide tackle from behind. Right there, Davis, great timing. Long throw, Burke. As we mentioned earlier, excellent baseball player for Coach Shane Saunders. we were here. They beat Huntington early on in the season. I think it was either the opener or the second game. And Burke was actually injured for that one. He was nursing an arm injury, I think just DHing that day. But talented, multi-sport kid. Braxton Burke wanting to finish up his career strong. As the senior tried to slip it to Twyman. Braxton will get it back. Pass Workman, plenty of space in the middle. Here's a chance. Holmes had his shot blocked. Will McFan covering so much ground back there. Corner kick, South Charleston. And thrown in, it was at the near post with Burke. Now they clear long, Spring Valley does. 4 orange jerseys clustered in the center. Now 2 men on Jensen. SC throw, Bumpus will pick it up. Here's Aiden Smith. Ahead, Jonathan Jude. .50-50 ball in the air. Won by Bumpus. He'll take it ahead himself. Long run for the center back. And might have been better off to carry it for another 5-10 yards. As you see him and Holmes trying to get on the same page. You'll have those little arguments over a course of a game. It's just part of communicating. Any competitive level, you want a lot of talking out there. Cameron Williamson. Rojas trailing. Strong on the ball. Williamson, and I think the SC faithful wanted a foul there. Jude to the feet of Bays. Back out wide. As Jonathan will cross. Devine yells me, and it bounces to him. Eight minutes, 45 seconds left here in the first half at South Charleston High School. Today's broadcast brought to you by Peyton Law, what a law firm should be. Spring Valley to start the action out of the back. And Burke steps in front of it. Holmes with McFan in front of him, hesitates, rolls it over. Muscles through him, the left foot shot is at the keeper, Lyle Chafin the save. As Jensen will knock it back, Jude. McFan, some fancy footwork. And miss hit that one. Chip to the corner. Does he have enough real estate? He does. On the ground, one time deflected out. This is in that same spot for the throw where it's close to a corner kick. Normally that'd be Braxton Burke time, but in this instance he's in the middle of the box. Maybe SC is just going to throw it short. Nonetheless, the ball bounced all the way to the other side of the stands. So might need to find a fresh game ball. There we go. Good chance to go to the concession stand, hit the bathroom, whatever you got to do. Williamson looks for an option. Throws towards Twyman. And Jensen. Yeoman asking for it. And Diaz has it taken. Rojas over top of the crossbar. Why not? Oscar Rojas. Another boys soccer score this week. You had Winfield fall to Woodrow 4-1. That game took place Tuesday. The Winfield Generals, they've got a nice soccer complex over there. Kind of similar to Hurricanes. You like the schools where there's a different soccer field than the football field. It doesn't make a huge difference, but there's certain dimensions, really more so from a spectator standpoint, that you like about being in there close. Winfield, one of the best fields around. Number 19, John Henry Smith, comes out for the Timberwolves. And number 29, Celebi, comes back for Spring Valley. They went too quickly. The referee will stop things, as we're inside 5 minutes left till halftime. Kamani White. And here he is again. Ball switches sides. Williamson tried to bring it down. Goes over to Spring Valley. Jensen to a surging Rojas. Rojas in tight space with Burke crashing. Now it's Jensen clipped the cleat of Bumpus. I think they missed it. And Jonathan Jude trying to get it to Yeoman. And Williamson chips ahead. Caden Holmes will fall over. He's run about 6 miles this game up the right side. Holmes with a ton of pace out there. Here's Levi Yeoman. Pass out wide. Here comes South Charleston. As the keeper, Chafin, came out. Hughes, the header, gets it right to Williamson. Good form on that header. You can tell he got it right at the top of the forehead, directed it perfectly. Here's Bays, chopping through traffic, gets it to Philip Jensen, fakes one way, turns towards the back, passes to Smith. Jonathan Jude looks around as Twyman came in and took it. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Here's Kamani White. Deflection off of him. Well, they'll say it touched Spring Valley. Braxton Burke not wasting time. Holmes in the box. Runs into the keeper. Strong there from Chafin. Will throw it. And it's a good one. I don't know why more keepers don't utilize the throw. It's just a good way to keep it simple. As Rojas, did he time his run? Unfortunately did not, as the flag comes up. He was offside early, then tried to jump back, but did not fool the line judge as Rojas continues to plead his case. Cooper Jude off the chest. Twyman throw. Minute 15 seconds left. Two white jerseys in front of White. Lovely chip. There's Bumpus, South Charleston looking to equalize things. And it wasn't a bad try, just right of the right side upper 90. And a little too far elevated. Spring Valley brings in number 9, Hugo Seidel, a junior. With 35 seconds left. Kick goes right to Burke. Here's Workman. Taps it around McFan. And just 20 ticks left. Spring Valley here probably content to just go ahead and take it to half. Don't think they'll be in too much of a hurry, just a short tap. The final 3 seconds expire. And we'll stay there, halfway gone, 1-0. Spring Valley leads it as you are watching high school soccer on HD Media Game Day. Today's match presented by Peyton Law, what a law firm should be. And we're back after this.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagle's Nest Restaurant and Lounge. Open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagle's Nest Restaurant, just off Canal Turnpike in South Charleston.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
West Virginia is home. It's where we work, live, and raise our families. At the heart of our communities are West Virginia hospitals and their compassionate caregivers. From life-saving treatments and emergency care to wellness support and screening services, we are improving your quality of life through extraordinary achievements and amazing results. West Virginia Hospitals. Your health is the heartbeat of our communities.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
And we're back on HD Media Game Day. Today's soccer match presented by Payton Law. It is 1-0 Spring Valley as the Timberwolves lead behind a goal from Levi Yeoman as he scored off the volley. A nice poke into the left side of the net. About 12 minutes into the contest, that's the difference. As the 3 officials will come back out onto the field, the lights flicker on. It's a cloudy, overcast day here at South Charleston High School, the beautifully turfed field in front of us as John Henry Smith is in the middle of the pitch, ready to get the second half going. There's the whistle, and we play. William McFan into outer space, finds Devine. As he'll punt it back in the other direction, McFan heads. Braxton Burke brings it down. Out of the back, Aiden Smith as Burke tackles. In the attacking third, Burke keeps it on his foot. Holmes back to Braxton. And Smith will wisely clear it back out towards midfield. There's Miguel Diaz to throw into Jaden Bumpus. Forward Cameron Williamson. And Twyman. And one by John Henry Smith. Played out for a Spring Valley corner. South Charleston's made a couple of adjustments. It looks like Cameron Williamson's playing up a little further. Chest trap. Rojas taps it, finds Burke. And Will McFan header. Caden Holmes will play it into the middle. And pinballs around as Workman rolls it ahead. Nice pass from Burke, one-time cross. Bounces off McFan, then to the keeper, Chafin. Another big high school football season is upon us. HD Media is live streaming more than 30 games this fall. Next week, we are up on the hill at George Washington as the Patriots battle the Hurricane Redskins. Shot there, Workman rolls back to the keeper, Chafin. You can watch all the action live for free by going to hdmediagameday.com. Here's the goal scorer, Yeoman. Plays it out to an open McFan. Isaac Bays back to him. William McFan last year, 3 goals, 5 assists. And a chance into the center of the shot. It's a goal. Philip Jensen on the assist from Oscar Rojas. Smart pass there, Rojas. Calm as you like. With a nice pass on the ground, and then as easy of a finish as Philip Jensen will see. That's his 5th goal. And assist number 1 for Oscar Rojas. Chipped up high. Lovely ball, great touch. Velcro on the foot of Workman, but won by Spring Valley's Dewin Celebi. I'll say SC throwing. Isaac Bays, dangerous ball across the center of goal. Here's Jensen. Lays it off, Oscar Rojas. Switches sides of the field. It gets to Reagan Perry. Bumpus does well to earn the throw. Twyman, too much pace for Williamson as it rolls into the bench. Number 27, Gavin Boyd up to midfield. Will sub in for SC. Got a boys score this week. The Winfield Generals lost to Parkersburg 5-1 Saturday. Or check that, the Winfield Girls lost to Parkersburg 5-1. They play Sissonville at home tonight. Burke, top of the box. Open Williamson, alive, and missed it to the right. He's kicking himself. Had the net open there for a second as Chafin aggressively dove. Unlucky. So Andrew Workman to take the corner. 6 orange jerseys in the box. And McFan kind of in danger there of the own goal. He did enough, but it bounced in the direction towards the net. Another score in the world of girls soccer. Nitro knocked off Herbert Hoover 1-0 on Tuesday. They take on Ripley tonight. So it went out on the right side of the goal. So we've switched corners. This time Williamson takes. Low towards the near post. Cleared by Spring Valley. Oscar Rojas falls over as Jaden Bumpus tackles. And Henry Smith. And they play on. The referee is allowing it to stay pretty physical tonight. Kamani Smith. That's Kamani White, air broadcaster. HD Media is live streaming 16 soccer matches this year, thanks in part to our title sponsor, Peyton Law. For a complete schedule, be sure to go to our HD Media Game Day Facebook or Instagram pages. We'll be at George Washington next Tuesday as the Patriot girls take on Nitro. You can watch all of the action for free by going to hdmediagameday.com. Long Burke throw into the box. Here comes Levi Yeoman. Stonewalled by Bumpus. Williamson with his head up. Gets past Bays. And the rip is up high. If you're just joining us, it was Levi Yeoman with the first goal, and then to start out the second half, it was Philip Jensen, the leading goal scorer for the Timberwolves. That's how we find ourselves at 2-0. It'll bounce out for a South Charleston throw. That correction, they'll switch it. It's Spring Valley ball. McFan sends it ahead. Hughes heads it in the other direction. Still alive, Oscar Rojas with it. Around the slide tackle of Bumpus. Down the goal line. And it was cleared out. Corner kick, Spring Valley. High school boys score this week. The Capital Cougars are 3-0 after blanking St. Albans 5-0 on Tuesday. And the corner. Aggressive there, McFan. And Yeoman. Two on four here for South Charleston. The reinforcements will join up the left. Towards the far post it's played and dropped for a second, then Chafin dives on it. He'll take his time, punts it up high. And nice trap. South Charleston's Gavin Boyd. Boyd at the right center back spot. Bumpus turns, goes to an open Burke, who brings it down. And Burke with a chance. That was a great ball played in by Workman. Somehow lifted it and then just dropped it right in stride to Burke. It's high school soccer today, high school football tomorrow. And South Charleston will head to Ripley for the first game in the Donnie Mays second era. A lot of excitement here around the football program. People remember the success that Coach Mays had during his first stint. And you can tell when those guys are out there practicing, there's just a better structure, they're sharp and headed in the right direction. As Spring Valley will bring in a sub, it's Reese Davis, the junior, had a goal and an assist last year. Levi Yeoman will get a break. Out of the air, Rojas brought it down and took the touch in the right direction. And a Celebi Tried to play it ahead. It went all the way to Devine. And I think misplayed it off the side of his foot as that'll bounce into the 17th row. You don't get to keep the souvenirs in high school soccer. That would be far too expensive. And not to mention there isn't anybody sitting over there anyway, as one of the managers will jump up and go get it. Might as well stay over there. Another one's coming as that ball is in a similar spot. Another score from the week. Huntington on the boys' side lost 4-3 at Parkersburg on Tuesday. They will face the St. Albans boys as we speak. Talking about the Huntington Highlanders. Here's Rojas. Good recovery there from Ashton Hughes as the center back retreated. William McFan, the senior, going to situate the shin guard and take his time. Clock rolling inside of 26 minutes. And speaking of Huntington, the Highlander girls fell to Parkersburg 6-0 on Tuesday. Both of them lost to the Big Reds, and they're actually at St. Albans tonight. So those are your local scores. If you have a live score at any point during the year, feel free to drop it into the comment section. Isaac Bays. Step over. Out wide for Davis. Played it too far. Twyman. Finds Spring Valley. And Workman. To Caden Holmes. And William McFan kept his body in front of him as Workman eventually fell to the ground. You don't defend by just stabbing for the ball. It's all about moving your feet and your body positioning. McFan, I would say, has probably been the man of the match, despite not being one of the goal scorers. Has just been so solid in the back. If you're SC, you just want to improve the body language a little bit. There's a lot of guys throwing up their arms, rolling their eyes, and you get the frustration, but just want to be a little bit more urgent, I guess, as far as encouraging one another. John Henry Smith with Burke all over him. Is knocked over, earns the free kick. Now Bays and Burke getting into it a little bit. And a yellow card is given to both of them. Nothing too crazy there, just Burke knocked over Bays and then a couple of words back and forth. You don't mind some intensity, that'll get the team fired up. As you saw Coach there on the Spring Valley side, Chris Raley put his arm around him and give a couple words of wisdom. High school soccer, both guys have to come out momentarily. But Burke hasn't even sat down yet. I think he's going to come right back in. Clock stopped at 22 minutes, 36 seconds. Davis wanted it back. Good anticipation. Interception from Cameron Williamson. As DeWine will control it. And lifts it into the sky. Twyman. Brody Myers, number 29, in for South Charleston. Here's Williamson, stutter step. And cleared. Jensen traps. Gives it off. Smith trying to run it down. As Bumpus shields. It trickles to Jensen, long rip. Over top of the goal. Also on HD Media Game Day tonight, we've got Spring Valley football at GW. It's a madhouse surely on the hill as we speak. HD Media also the home of the popular Touchdown City show, which talks about WVU football, featuring Anthony Lewis, Derek Bailey, Avon Coburn, Matthew Durrett. Watch for a new episode to drop next week after the Mountaineers take on Robert Morris in the opener this Saturday. Those guys do a great job. They keep it light, keep it fun, but also give you a lot of really solid analysis. Andrew Workman crashing in, Braxton Burke with a laser right of the line. Workman now frustrated. As Kamani White will get him to calm down. Now the referee sternly enforcing a point. And we've got a yellow card. I believe for arguing. As the referee will explain the situation. And again, we stop the clock at 20 minutes, 40 seconds. Number 21, Sam Hudson enters. Free kick, Jaden Bumpus. 6 orange jerseys forward. Let's see if he tries to whip something in with a little bit of a right to left hook. As Spring Valley going to make a couple subs, we'll give you those in progress. The Bumpus free kick too low, did not get past Jensen, who powers past his man. Philip Jensen, through ball. Rojas with Hughes retreating, and Hughes does enough. Great hustle. And now Rojas and Hughes getting into it. Let's just try to keep the words to a minimum and just play if possible. Reese Davis throw. Gavin Boyd stepped in front of it. Cameron Williamson, a foot race. He wins it. And let's see what direction that goes. Williamson walking towards the corner. And looks like it is going to be a corner kick. The ball boy sent a ball in prematurely. As the referee points towards the corner. And short break for Workman, he's right back. Gets through, alive, Chafin will cover it up. No one was home. Somebody for South Charleston's got to get a foot on that one. SC led by Keith Bowles, who's been with this group since they were in middle school, said that they just formed a really good relationship and was able to stay with the squad all the way through. It's always nice when you can have that continuity, because your program really starts when the guys are younger. As Twyman there gave it a shot from distance. They'll stop the clock at 18:26. Here's Rojas to Jensen. Here comes Greeter. Declan fighting for it. And Cameron Williamson. Braxton Burke. Williamson. And Chafin blocked it. He does it twice. Lyle Chafin coming up big. And blocks two sitters. Long throw. And nobody can get ahead to it. SC taking on Spring Valley today. They'll face Point Pleasant at home on Saturday at 10 a.m. The Black Knights and Coach Chip Wood. A very strong program. They've won a state title in the last couple seasons. Strong slide tackle, Diaz. And Jensen with Kamani White trying to force his way in there. He pushed and extended the arms. They'll call that one every time. So 2-0 Spring Valley. Goals from Philip Jensen as well as Levi Yeoman. The second one assisted by Oscar Rojas. Jensen to take it, as most of the Spring Valley set piece is set up on the right side. Rojas tucked in behind his teammates. They're directly across in a line. As Oscar tries to fake out Burke a couple times, making his run. This is where you get a chance to be creative. But unfortunately, the service too far. Spring Valley, on the other hand, taking on SC at the moment. They'll face North Marion on Saturday. That game slated for 1 o'clock. Bumpus takes the free kick, and I think his teammate maybe wasn't watching for the ball, but it works out. SC throw. Williamson forward. Jonathan Jude sends it up. Kamani White will come back in as Braden Lindley comes out. So Chafin, short punt, bounces over Bays. Kamani White trying to win it. It bounced off of a Spring Valley boot. Making his run here, Workman. If you're South Charleston, it'd be nice to at least get one goal to establish some momentum going into the Point Pleasant game. They were shut out 6-0 against Hurricane on Tuesday. Only have one goal on the season through 3 games. It came in the opener against Cabell Midland. So just want something to, at the minimum, make dinner taste a little better. Rojas slow to get up as they'll bring the ball back. And the clock rolls towards 14 minutes. Reese Davis last year had a goal and an assist to take the free kick here. Plays it along. Ashton Hughes turns, plays towards the line. Isaac Bays will pick it up. Today's broadcast presented by Peyton Law, what a law firm should be. Played ahead as Declan runs after it. Hugo Seidel has a go, and right to the keeper, Devine. Nicholas Devine with 6 shutouts in the last 2 seasons. Got to see a good SC keeper the other night with Charisma Wade in the girls' game. And Devine's been good. Really, neither of the 2 goals were his fault. So long Braxton Burke throw, a de facto corner. There it is. And at the net, Chafin's departed, but gets to the ball in time. Those long throws are impressive. As long as the ball does not go to the side of the head and stays just a little over it, you can sling it in. A baseball player, Burke, giving his guys a chance. Now a stoppage for an injury. As the trainer will come out now. Now is a great time to pick up a digital subscription to the Gazette Mail. For just $1, you'll get 6 months of access to web stories, the e-edition of the Gazette Mail, plus tons of exclusive feature stories, podcasts, and other shows. And, of course, expanded coverage of all of our live stream games. And again, it's half a year for just $1. Never want to speculate, but probably just a cramp as the trainer stretches out the South Charleston player. And he's up to his feet on his own power. Looks like Cameron Williamson's okay. Got 12 minutes, 10 seconds left. As SC will bring Zaki Diedrich back in the game. Of course, in high school soccer, you've got the clock actually stopping instead of stoppage time, like you see at most of the professional levels. Also, you're allowed unlimited substitutions. That's different. Whereas in pro soccer, you only get the 3. We roll the clock. Lyle Chafin will punt it. Here's Jaden Bumpus. Weaves around a couple of guys. Forward for Burke. Burke over to Kamani White. And McFan stepped in front of it. And off the toe of Braxton Burke. Well, rather, yeah, it was off Burke's Spring Valley throw. Spring Valley has North Marion on the 30th. They'll take on Grace Christian September 2nd. After that, they head to G-Dub on the 4th. And Rojas, triple teamed. Somebody's got to be open. Twyman had it for a second. And he still got it. And the cross. In the middle, Bumpus chips. And up too high in between the football goalposts. For South Charleston, you get Herbert Hoover on September 2nd. And then at Capitol for the rivalry matchup on September 4th. Then you'll go to Parkersburg South, tough matchup, Saturday, September 6th. Chafin will play it short to Jensen. Jensen rolls it up to Yeoman. Across the back line, Henry Smith. And McFan taps forward, overlapping run. Rojas goes the other way with it. Diaz turns, the clearance not far enough. Rojas looking to get around his man. Rojas was knocked over by Bumpus in front of the net. Goal! Spring Valley goes up 3-0. Persistence paying off as Declan Greeter, the freshman, gets his second goal of the season. Just kept rolling. Initially there, I think Hughes wanted a push-off when Rojas went around him. And Spring Valley just would not quit. They kept sending numbers towards the ball. So goals now for Declan Greeter, Levi Yeoman, Philip Jensen. Nine minutes, 15 seconds left in the action. As White and Rojas get chesty. And just really no need for that. It's a 3-0 game. It's really better to kind of focus on the things that you have to improve rather than getting in a bunch of pointless scuffles. As the official will give another SC player a talking to. Sometimes in soccer, it's a little harder to keep control of things. It's not like you can call a timeout and bring the squad over to talk to him. The coach is a little bit more powerless until the game's over. There's Caden Holmes. Four on three for the Timberwolves. Reese Davis. And they'll call a free kick for South Charleston, this time a red card. As South Charleston being held back, and there might be a couple different reds. The one for sure being issued is to number 10, Zakai Diedrich. Gave the red initially and then kind of flashed it around, I think just maybe threatening it, but only one player was given one. And so he'll walk back towards the bench. We've had about 3 or 4 clock stoppages in probably 7-8 minutes of soccer time. Philip Jensen, after it all, has the ball on the football 20-yard line, about 30 yards away from net, with 4 guys towards the back post. The sun just poking through a couple of clouds, but mostly overcast. Beautiful backdrop for a game here in South Charleston. Don't know what the weight is at this point. And the fans are actually getting into it at this point. One of them threatening to actually get into an altercation. And this is ridiculous. It's just high school sports. We've got punches being thrown the whole 9 yards. And literally the administration having to come in and separate things. This is getting ugly. And you just want to see it about the kids, as they'll now have to retreat towards their benches. These are the types of incidents that you read about in the news, as now people just calming down. As we'll go ahead and go to a quick break on HD Media Game Day.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
This is Tom.
So we're back to it on HD Media Game Day. The officials have decided to go ahead and call the game. Spring Valley wins it 3-0. Goals were scored by Declan Greeter, Greeter, Levi Yeoman, another one from Philip Jensen. Unfortunately, the fans got into a fight after a couple of red cards, which is really ridiculous. You want to see people keep their composure and just really know how to conduct themselves at a sporting event. Just not a good show from the fans for either side, but nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up as the game is called early. 3-0 Spring Valley. A big thank you to our title sponsor, Peyton Law, for making these broadcasts possible. This is Michael Sussman. Have a wonderful evening.
I'm Peyton of the Peyton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PeytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.